Well, thanks for coming out this morning. This is a new project for the Pollution Control Financing Authority and the Pennsauken Sanitary Landfill. We feel very strongly about trying to create renewable energy wherever we can. If you look over to that side, my left, your right, you can see a power plant that burns the methane gas that's created from the degradation of the waste as time goes on, and the methane, instead of escaping into the atmosphere, is being vacuum pumped by these pipes that are sunk into the ground and pumped over to that facility, which then burns the methane by those two engines that are still there and creates electricity, which is all used by Aluminum Shapes, the foundry that you see right behind me. The existing solar panels on the landfill also provide energy to Aluminum Shapes. And we're very pleased that our partners in that project are going to be our partners in the new project. Energy Power Partners has a long history with us. We're really excited about moving forward with them. We're going to about double our existing solar capacity, and it's a terrific project using this closed portion of the landfill for a beneficial reuse. Something I know that freeholder Jeffrey Nash really believes in and tries to champion every chance he gets. With that, I want to turn it over to Steve Gabriel, who's one of the partners of EPP and the president of EPP Service Company, to explain a little bit more about the project. Steve?
So good morning. Thanks, David, for that nice introduction. I appreciate the opportunity to be here, as this is an exciting day for Energy Power Partners. This groundbreaking represents a journey that both our teams have been on for quite some time. I'm proud to say that we have developed a partnership between Energy Power Partners and Camden County that started here at Pennsauken Landfill 13 years ago. This project is the fourth expansion of our partnership. The first phase was the landfill gas energy project that Dave mentioned with the two engines situated just behind you. And the next phase was the two solar projects that were built, which is about 2,000 kilowatts or 11,000 panels that are on the tops and the sides of the landfill as you go around. The expansion starting today will involve 8,000 high-efficiency panels or 2,700 kilowatts of solar energy that will span across the 16 acres that you're actually standing on today on the top of the landfill. It really makes good use of space that was really once thought unusable on top of a landfill. So it's a good thing that we see that happening here today. The project will produce about 3.5 million kilowatt hours per year, which can power up to about 300 homes. That's the equivalent. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, the equivalent of greenhouse gas reductions is about 2,700 tons per year, which is about the same as not burning 2.7 million pounds of coal, planting 2,300 acres of forest, or reducing the import of 5,700 barrels of oil. Over the last 13 years, this partnership has brought significant benefits to Camden County. And these included providing renewable power to Aluminum Shapes, and which has hundreds of jobs for the local community that we're proud to say we're part of. Also making use of decomposing trash that's beneath us, using that methane to produce electricity. And this new project will provide local energy to the grid and will also help the state of New Jersey with its goals of renewable energy. We expect this project to be completed by end of this year and the journey and the partnership to continue well after that. On behalf of Energy Power Partners, I'd like to thank David, John, and the entire team here at the Pollution Control Financing Authority. And I am really proud to say that they are really true environmental champions, and we're glad to be part of that partnership. I'd also like to thank the freeholders and everyone else here, the mayor and everyone else here from Camden County for your support through these many years. And I've seen your many faces through the last 13 years, and I appreciate supporting us through this part of this too. Also want to recognize some of our team here that's here today from Energy Power Partners with our contractors, Cooper Engineering, Macer Consulting, Ray Angelini Incorporated, Game Change, CED Green Tech, and the local utility PSE&G. And thanks again, and now I'd like to introduce our freeholder, Jeffrey Nash. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I'm going to be brief now that all the statistics are out in the open. I want to make a couple of observations. First, I have been a freeholder long enough to remember the groundbreaking of the 10,000 or 11,000 solar panels that are situated to my right. And since that time, since that was, I guess the groundbreaking was in about 2006, since that time, Camden County has initiated a plan called Sustainable Camden County. In that plan, it's a very aggressive effort to reduce Camden County's carbon footprint by over 50%, and this goes a long way toward doing that. When you have vacant space, available space that you can provide renewable energy sources, you have to take advantage of it. But it's not only reducing the county's footprint, I think it's also significant that you have one of the county's largest employers in Pennsauken Township, throughout the county, in aluminum shapes, that we can offer them business assistance by providing them with less costly energy. And that's what we do through the methane and the solar panels that were installed back in 2006. So this is really a win-win. We are helping our local businesses, which employ our residents, and we're also reducing our carbon footprint. This is our own Paris Climate Accord right here on top of a landfill. So we're very proud of that. I'm very proud of Pennsauken Township. I'm extremely proud of David and your team at the PCFA, which really, before solar panels became more popular and climate change became a more significant issue as it is in Camden County, you were in the forefront of doing that, and I really appreciate the efforts of this agency in that regard. So with that, I want to thank everyone for being here today, and I hopefully will be a freeholder for the next groundbreaking in the next field over. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. One of the things I didn't mention, and is certainly significant, is that our solar panels are going to be installed by a contractor who uses strictly union electricians. So we're providing new jobs to guys who are trying to make a living and a living wage, and we're proud that this project is going to do that. I will also be remiss if I didn't recognize the fact that standing sort of toward the back is my number 2 guy and guy who really knows how to make landfills work. I just go along for the ride. My deputy director, John Landris, who was here when the first solar project was built, and I wasn't here yet. But John was, and he's done a lot of work that I take credit for every day. With that, I'd like to, we also have a strong partnership with the Township of Pennsauken. I do want to recognize that Pennsauken Township Committeeman Jack Killian took time out of his day to be here, the Township Administrator John Kanai, and I want to recognize and offer the podium to the Mayor of the Township of Pennsauken, my home, my Mayor, Mayor Betsy McBride.
Thank you much, David, and thank you, John Landris, for all you do to make this operation friendly for the environment. You know, we grew up in Pennsauken, and we would see all the seagulls and all the birds and all the trash trucks coming down the river road to get to the landfill, and it would stink, and you would hold your nose until you got past, and look at what we're doing now. You know, I've been a conservationist since I was a little girl, and when and I participated in a No Nukes march, and my father said, "Nukes are the way of the future. That's the only way we're going to have any energy." And I said, "No, we got to look at solar," and that was in probably 1980. And it's taken a long time for people to realize that renewable energy is the way to go and is the way of our future. And it's wonderful to have great partners who see that and work at it every day. We are thrilled in Pennsauken that this new project will afford us the opportunity to have energy provided here for residents. It's on the grid and it's local energy. But also we're thrilled. Aluminum shapes has been in Pennsauken for a very long time, and they struggled for a very long time. And this is the resurgence of a very good manufacturing company in Pennsauken, and for them to have benefits of cheaper energy to do that It's great. We're a business-friendly community, but we also are strongly supportive of any environmental improvements that can help this inner ring suburb, right? So we have a lot of it. We have an industrial past here, but we have a bright future. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for creating that bright future for Pennsauken.